All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 4 of the Bronze through Diamond random only tournament. Starting up here in the top right position, we have Made in China. Everything's made in China. And starting down here in the bottom left position, we have Zermos. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Well, we all know me. I like to screw up names quite a bit. So it's going to be Zermos. Zermos? Yeah, Zermos. Why not? So it is going to be a PVT here on Tal'Darim Altar. This is my favorite matchup on this map, as Protos, of course. I just love it when a Terran expands on this map, and I also love it when they wall off here, because a couple of things can happen. When they wall off here, sometimes they want to do a 1-1-1, and sometimes they expand behind it. So the great thing is, like we see in the previous games, is if you get some stalkers out, you can start killing off their supply and force Marines to come out, because sometimes they'll wall off behind her. They'll put a bunker here, their racks here, and they'll just be in a really shitty situation because their D's back here, but unless they want their racks and their supply depots to die, they're forced to push out, and then you can just sort of kite off their units like that. So we're going to see if that's going to come into play here in this game. Both players are platinum level players. And I'll check the bracket real quick to see what league or what races they normally play. If you just want to give me a second here. So Zermos is a Zerg player, and Protos for Made in China. And we do have a pause here. Alright, there you go. We're back in it. So Made in China is Protos normally, and he's Terran this time around. And Zermos is usually Zerg, and he's Protos. So both players, once again, not getting their preferred races. So this could call to be a decent game. And I'm sure they've been practicing a little bit before this tournament, knowing that they were going to be in here, so they probably played some random games. 2 more racks being dropped down here. For Made in China. 3 more racks. Holy sweet tits. So we are going to see possibly an all-in. There's no gas. No SCVs in production. The only bad thing about doing a Marine SCV all-in on this map is the fact that it's cross positions and the map is massive. We do have 1 Zealot out on the way. A 2nd gate as well. Probably going to start that Warp Gate research, and there it is. Chronoing that bad boy out. Billy Jean the Marine. Working his way down. And I'm sure all the other Billie Jeans are going to be moonwalking their way down to the base of Zermos. So this is a risky build for Terran. I mean, he got that orbital command, so he's obviously going to be able to drop down those quasi-acceptable mules. But absolutely no more SCV production happening. So we are definitely going to be seeing an all-in. I mean, these are just pure Marines. There's obviously going to be no reactor because there's no gas. Just enough room for these Marines to work their way down. Bringing an SCV down as well, so we may see a bunker. May see a bunker that's going to be dropped. Oh, whoa, did he see it? Oh, now he did. Now he did. And this is not good because there's already 2 Stalkers and a Zealot out on the field for Zermos. And Made in China, well, we all know how cheap things are made in China. He may break very quickly. Oh, that joke! Woo! Winning on the joke category today. Yeah. Oh, no, not that funny. No, really not that funny. So here comes a pack of Marines. Maybe going to be able to pick off a free Stalker. And no, manages to get out there. And this is the high ground here for the Protoss player. Needs to watch it. Needs to start kiting these Marines as best as possible. Here comes the Marine train working their way down. Still only 2. Uh-oh, this is not good. This is not good here for Zermos because he got a robo. And I mean, he had to have known this is coming. There's a lot of Marines coming down this way. He hasn't dropped down a forge to get a couple of cannons. He isn't getting more racks, or not racks, sorry, more gates to deal with this non-stop racks pressure. This could be bad news bears. Unless he's got some really sick Stalker micro, he could find himself in a terrible situation. A lot of these Marines are very hurt, but take a look at that mini-map, folks. There's a lot of Marines streaming down for Made in China. And he's doing a good job at least morphing in or warping in these Stalkers. And where are you going, sir? Where are you going? Now starting to build SCVs as he's supply blocked. Not a good time to be supply blocked. And right now, Made in China is giving Zermos the time he needs to build up a unit composition. The time he needs to get that critical mass of Stalkers to start one-shotting Marines to death. And, I mean, he's now given away his high ground position. He was on, even playing fields. And now he's going to have that high ground to be able to get off those free kills before Made in China can even work his way up there. This is looking like a scary, scary ball of Marines, though, I will say. And he isn't overcommitting. He's going to expand behind this. All right. He's got his refineries going finally. These Stalkers are in a decent position. Going to get a few hits off. Still no stim yet. Doing a good job at stutter stepping in there. Got an observer for some reason. Zermos floating on a lot of minerals, and this is just a huge ball of Marines not doing the best job at kiting. Just getting way too close to these Marines. Losing one Stalker. Oh no, that one Stalker just getting owned there. And will the Marines go after these pylons? I mean, if he can kill off these pylons, what exactly is Zermos going to be able to do here? And this one Zealot just being kited very easily. Immediately going after the pylon, taking a Marine loss in the process. Now forced to take probes off the line. This is going to be close. He's going to at least get a lot of probe kills. Trying to stutter step, but doing a poor job at doing so. And you know what? He's losing quite a bit of Marines here. But a lot of probes dying in the process. 13 probes shitting the bed there in that attack. He is going to be able to hold this off, though. Needs to start moving around one Stalker at a time. He's moving all of his Stalkers and trying to kite all of his Stalkers at once. You need to take one Stalker back. Leave your Stalker force there and just take back one hurt one at a time. And he manages to hold this off, but that was a lot of probe death. A lot of probe death. Blink now just finishing. 14 probes to 21 SCVs. And 2 mules out on the field. Took way too many probe kills there. And he was doing a relatively good job as well. But, he overcommitted with the probes. And I think that might cost him this game. And he's still not going to tap out. A little bit of friendly banter happening from Made in China. And Zermos really needs to do exactly what he's doing. He needs to push up. He needs to win this game now. If he tries to puts this into a macro game, he's going to lose. I mean, he lost too much. He lost 13 probes. He's at 16 to 23. The Terran is on 2 base. The Terran not even attack moving down. Oh, just losing so many Billie Jeans. Oh, one by one they are just crumbling. And does a sexy blink into the base. The bunkers are not finished. And ladies and gentlemen, we could see the perfect timing attack here from Zermos. And he also has high ground vision. Is he going to allow these bunkers to finish? And you know what? I don't think it's really going to matter because, oh, doing some nice blinking. He needs to play. Oh, sexy. I'm feeling this. Very, very nicely done. These Stalkers are destroying all of these Marines. Blink is coming into effect here in this game. This command is going to die. And I really don't think Made in China... Well, I mean, he's Made in China. He's breaking pretty easy. Sour about having that Christmas toy that you use twice. Those Ninja Turtle type things with the pizza machine that shoots pizzas off the top of the vehicle. And you shot too many pizzas and now the machine's broken because it was made in China. Oh no. And the Marauders are being focus fired and they are dying. And these Stalkers are going to be able to blink one by one. Don't lose this Stalker. Every Stalker is precious right now. Really does not want to lose anything. And the SCVs are forced to come off the line. And he is just repaying the havoc that Made in China reaped on his base. And he's doing the same to him. But although these Marauders are key at this point, getting rid of these Stalkers, still doing a relatively good job at blinking around and picking off as much as possible. Let's take a look at the damage dealt. 10 SCVs killed. Also, that command center was killed. A lot of Marines as well died. Units killed. Look at that. 87 in total. 88. Wow. Very, very nicely done here from Zermos. Very, very nicely done. And let's take a look at the units tab now. 21 probes to 15 SCVs. Made in China was throwing out that, what, you're not going to give up type stuff? And Zermos was like, no, actually, I'm gonna blink up. I'm gonna kill all of your Marines that aren't attacking, and I'm going to kill your command center and own your SCVs, and basically take the lead in this game. Very nicely done from Zermos. Damn. Is he gonna go ahead and try to expand? I mean, now he's sitting on 6 racks on 1 base, and he doesn't have the SCVs to have the resources to produce out of all of them. Even dropping down some mules. Is he going to go down and attack? Zermos going to expand behind this. Very, very smart. Very smart indeed. Salvaging that bunker. That observer. Key right now. So very key. He knows this attack is coming. He knows that there wasn't another command center that was dropped. He knows that this is possibly going to be the final attack of the game. If Zermos can hold this, he's going to be able to win. And Made in China saying, oh my god, Terran is so hard. Obviously, this is not the race that he plays. Oh man, but look at this unit composition. I mean, these Zealots are going to tank damage. You've got Blink Stalkers. There's not a chance in hell. I mean, at this point, Made in China should have brought SCVs and everything with him. If he's not going to expand behind this, and doing a single stream of units, not going to work. We've seen what happened last time he did that. Just did not work out at all. Here we go. Looks like, oh, and Made in China also supply blocked right now. Very, very piss poor time in getting supply blocked. That is not good. Charge just finishing up for Zermos. I almost want to say Zermis. And here we go. Here's the battle. Charge lots and Blink into this. Oh no, some of the charge lots being kited before the Stalkers can get in and do any damage. He does have that high ground, picking off one Marauder. Needs to start blinking back these Stalkers one by one. And maybe even blinking down into that to try and pick off as much as humanly possible. And he's in a great position. He's in a great position. He's got that high ground, now blinking forward. Very, very nicely done, and he can basically just go counter. He's got a couple of probes with him to be able to chuck down a proxy pylon when he makes his way up into the base of Made in China. That was one of the sexiest blinks I've seen in a long time. Basically getting a concave on all of those units. And, I mean, Made in China might as well just turn around and start attacking. He knows these are going to die. That's basically GG, guys. There's no way. And how funny would it be if Zermos said, still playing? And say the exact same that exact same thing that Made in China said. That'd be pretty funny. But Zermos sitting back. The expand went down here for Made in China. He still has the observer. He's still going to have high ground to be able to blink up in behind it. Oh dear. This game should have ended a little while ago. 33 probes to 19 SCVs. Still relatively even in the workers lost. Stim now just finishing up for Made in China. Income tab 800, so we're basically doubled at this point. And that's mainly because it's 2 base to 1. Ay. Transferring over these SCVs fairly quickly. Actually, that isn't even a transfer. He's just out of minerals. He's just out of minerals. He's basically on no base right now. So he was forced to make that command. Still got 3 bunkers there, but that observer is in position. It would be very, very smart for Made in China to scan and kill this observer, because this observer is going to be the death of Made in China, mainly because of the blink that's about to ensue on Made in China. Trying to get these Marines in position, but that's just a lot of Stalkers. I mean, if he blinks up, he's just going to be able to kill them. I mean, Marines in high numbers are awesome units, but when you've got the blink factor in there, they're very, very... they're just not great. They're just not great. So it looks like he actually might say, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to try and ninja my way into your base by blinking in behind the natural. I might just decide to run in and just kill you straight up. We do have 3 bunkers there, and this is, I mean, let's face it, he is going to steamroll them, but this is sort of unnecessary risk if he decides to do it this way. So a lot of SCVs here. He is going to be able to repair if he can get in position. Oh, no. He's actually going to blink. Very smart. And here we go. There's the blink up. And he's probably going to take all of the Zealots. Oh, beautiful timings from Zermos. Hitting the bunkers and the units while they are coming out of the bunkers. They are going to fall, but the Stalkers, it bought the Stalkers enough time to kill basically every SCV that was there. And we are going to see a GG coming out for Made in China. There's the Manor Mule. GG, well played. And Zermos going to make his way to the 5th round in this tournament.